Yo people, so a question I get asked all the time is how do you remix big songs? How do you get the vocals from them so you can make your own versions of them? Well, today I'm going to tell you exactly how you do that. I'm going to show you the website I use to get the vocals from these big songs, or any song you want basically. And then I'm going to show you how I make remixes of them step by step. So let's get into it. Right now, first thing you want to do is download the song that you want to remix. Today I'm going to be remixing this song right here. The song's popping on TikTok at the minute, so I think it'd be a really good one to remix since it's, you know, going viral right now, and hopefully it can do the same for me. So once we've downloaded our song, we're going to Google vocal remover. Now there's a number of different vocal removers that I've used, but my favorite one is this one, and I'll leave the link to it in the description. All you want to do is click browse my files and upload the song. So once you click upload, it's going to load the song in. And then it's going to say audio processing, and that just basically means it's, you know, removing the vocals or separating the vocals from the music. So once it's done, it's going to look like this. It does separate the music and the vocals. So if you wanted, for whatever reason, you can also download the music without the vocals on it. Another great thing that I love about this vocal separator is it tells you the key and the BPM, which is super useful. Another thing I love about this vocal remover is it tells you the key and the BPM, which is obviously super useful if you're making a remix of it. So finally, all we need to do is click save, and then we're just wanting a vocal today, and the vocal is going to download straight to your downloads. Then we can jump into our DAW. We want to make our BPM the same as the song downloaded, and we know the BPM because the website told us. Next, I recommend putting the song and the vocals in that you just downloaded, and that's because it's going to be hard to sync the vocals by itself, but if you keep the vocals line up with a beat, then it's a lot easier to sync up, if that makes sense. And by sync up, I mean put it in time, so when you just throw it in, it's going to be a little bit off, or the song might not come in straight away or whatever, if you know what I mean. So we just need to make sure it's on beat is what I'm basically saying. So what I like to do to make sure my songs on beat is I'll skip to the first part where the kick drum's coming in, which is here. And then I'll skip to the end where it's like kind of later on and the kick drum's still there. And if it's still in time, then we're all good, it's all aligned. The reason I skip to the end of the song is sometimes even if you're like 1 BPM off, it can sound right at the beginning, but at the end it could be completely out because the song's been playing and it's, you know, it's falling behind or whatever. So when you're making sure it's in time, as you'll see, there's like this little gap here where the song's like bounced out, and it just puts a gap of silence at the beginning of it so you don't get any pops. You want to chop that off both the tracks, and also obviously make sure that your vocals are in sync with your song. But obviously they should be because it's downloaded straight from the song and nothing should change. And then we just drag that back a bit, and then it should all be in time. Skip to the end of the song to make sure it's same. So then we can mute our beat. I'm going to keep the beat anyway, just in case, and it's not really in the way or anything. And then we've got our vocals on our own as well. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. So obviously this is already a house song, so it's at like 130 BPM, but today I want to make it into a bassline song, or you might want to make your song into like a drum and bass song, or your song might be at 100 BPM, but you want it at 130. So how can we change it to the BPM that we want? Well, in Logic, we want to flex it, so we can click this button here. You might not have this button here. If you don't have it, just Google how to put flex button in Logic and it'll come up. And then it's going to appear like this, and then we just want to click this button here, turn it on. It's going to analyze the track. I'm also going to analyze the beat as well, just so we can keep the beat in time and everything. And then there's different modes here. Sometimes the song can sound a little weird when you stretch it, so you might want to try some of these other ones out. Sometimes monophonic sounds better than the polyphonic one. But most of the time, if you're not going too crazy with the BPMs, like if you're going like 50 BPM up, then it's going to sound a bit weird probably. So yeah, you just got to be careful with how much going up. But I'm only off up 10, so it should all be good. Because we've flexed it now, whatever BPM we put in, it's going to change it to that instantly, and it's not going to mess up the placement of it or anything like that. To hide all this mess, we can click back on this button. It's still going to be flexed, but it just doesn't show the controls for it basically. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play boy. So as you can hear, it's still all in time, but we're 10 BPM faster, and it's sounding pretty cool at that BPM, so it's all good. So I'm just going to pick 4 bars to loop. First I'm going to make the drop. That's just how I like to make my songs usually. Always make the drop or the biggest part of the song basically. So that's what we're going to do. And it makes sense to use the drop from the original as the same thing because it's got that feel of the drop. Drums are sounding good so far. Just going to get a top loop from Splice. Let's put a little kickstarts on there, get it pumping. Right, let's get the intro and build up worked on. I like to start my intros with drums always. 2 reasons: I just like how it sounds, and the next reason is just if you're ever DJing or anything like that, or another DJ's playing a tune, it's a lot easier to sync up with the drums on, obviously. If you know anything about DJing, it's obvious. So I'm gonna look for some sort of melody sound in Serum, I think. Right, so we've got our intro where it's just the instrumental. Next we're going to make like a build up with the vocals. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play me boy. But you done and butter and I serve you on a plate, babe. Say there's 7 somethings, but my toy boy makes it 8 with a face like that. There's no conversation, we can have that. There's no hesitation. Have you done and butter and I serve you on a plate, babe. See there's 7 somethings, but my toy boy makes it 8 with a. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play me. When I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play me boy. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play me boy. Have you done and butter and I serve you on a plate, babe. See there's 7 somethings, but my toy boy makes it 8. Right, the remix is done. I'm going to play you it now while it's playing. Please smash the like button, drop a comment of what you'd like to see next, and hit subscribe if you want more videos. New videos every Thursday at 6 PM. Let's play it now. I'm having fun when I'm messing with my toy boy. Love is a game, you know I can play me boy. Have you done and butter and I serve you on a plate, babe. See there's 7 somethings, but my toy boy makes it 8 with a face like that. There's no conversation, we can have that. There's no hesitation.